Hello, welcome back to Starlight Skies Tarot. Hi guys, this is Natalie checking in on that cosmic love read, the mirror read. So if you're ready to jump in, let's begin. I've already given the cards a good shuffle, but let's see what's going on in your energy. I hope today has found you well. If you haven't already, be sure you hit that subscription button, like, share, comment, and do drop by the community section and read the descriptive box. More things in the development. Yes, so you'll be staying in the know. Anyway, here we go. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So right now, I feel a lot of you, Page of Swords. Your emotions. You have King of Wands. And, okay. So, how you're doing, you're really investing. I see a lot of you investing at this time into things that are solid. Things that can give an ROI, a return on investment. So you are open to new connections, new opportunities, and they are coming your way. You're really focused on a particular pinnacle at this time. Could be your kids, your family, your household, a project, a new business side gig, something to that effect. But in the love arena, here we have your emotions. You want that passion, baby. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the love, having that fun, that romance, that spark that makes you feel giddy like a teenager. You're certainly got that fire going up. So whatever this focus of yours right now, it's really making you really open up on the passionate side. You're really fiery about it. And if you're a fire sign, you totally get that passion. You can't turn it off. It's just naturally there. You're just driven by it. You put your whole self in. So you are open, ready, and willing. You've got a good basis. You know what you want. You're open and to opportunities. Who wants to fill a dance in your dance card, right? Doesn't mean you have to marry everybody you date. It just means you're open to see what connections are aligned to you at this time. And you still want to keep that passion, that fire in the energy. But what I'm seeing in the 3D for you, how love has currently been or has been or will be. These reads are kind of timeless. You have to put them where they fit. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of ideas, nothing in alignment though, right? Discord, competition, could be third parties, could be just, like I said, just misalignments, pride, ego. So that's landing in your 3D. That differs tremendously from what's over here in your other elements. Interesting. So maybe it's time to let the current status go and focus more on new. Maybe, give that a whirl. Let's see what's going on in the person in your energy, how they're feeling towards you. Okay, we got the 5 of Cups. We got the 3 of Cups, the Devil, the Strength in their earth, the fire. Well, in their passion right now, they're feeling a little down and out. Maybe this is maybe somebody this could be, or some experience you've had with this person before. Could be past life, could be just this life, it could be something in their world. Anyway, I'm getting a vibe of they're in remorse, kind of. Yes, they are. That's in their passions. So while you're focused on the pinnacle, they're focused on the loss of this connection. And in their mindset, how they're feeling towards you mentally, as far as connection, they want to be part of your world. They want to celebrate. They want to, take you out, wine you, dine you kind of deal, as where you're opening up to new adventures. And this person has some kind of toxicity in their emotions. Maybe this person has a hard time expressing emotions, and their earth is telling me, their earth element is, they're either going to rise to the occasion, they want to overcome this toxicity that they have, a fear of connectedness, because relationships, you got to be accountable, and you got to talk about emotion. So let's see what Spirit has to say about all of this. So let's see what Spirit has to say in all of this Cosmic Destiny Love Mirror read. Okay, if you haven't already, be sure you support this channel if you feel led to. I do appreciate it. Much love to the ones that do. Let's see what Spirit has to say about it. Justice, huh? So let's see. I think you both want fairness. Spirit is saying fairness is a must. What was loss needs to be rebalanced. If somebody owes somebody an apology, you kind of need to do that. It's an alignment to integrity and to setting off on a new path. So justice has to be done first in your passion and in your communication. It has to be fairness, has to be even, give or take, or just don't come kind of thing. You stay in that remorse. If it's not, you can have that fantasy in your head, but then get scared shitless in the 3D. But we learn a lot of growth solo, but some lessons you have to connect to learn to be in harmony and unity with the divine masculine, divine feminine. And, that's how we test the waters. We work on ourselves, get back in the water, test, and see what unfolds, right? Lessons learned, lessons to visit, what's meant in our future. So that's what's going on now. So in how it's anchored into the 3D, the emotions, you both want the same thing. Basically, 2 of Cups, in alignment, divine masculine, divine feminine, unity, commitment. That this connection is going somewhere. Friendship, that's what that means too. So Spirit's saying 4 of Cups, speaking to, don't ignore this opportunity. If you have an opportunity, don't act like you don't see it. It's definitely a layer in learning and tearing up regardless of outcome. But somebody had ignored this cup. One of you had offered a cup and it was ignored. So Spirit's warning of that not becoming a habit. Okay, if you want to be connected, there has to be fairness, balance, because other than that, it is ego and narcissistic, and that will not work. Possible outcome, this is a tough connection, guys. You got the 9 of Swords, outcome. So that's the possible outcome. What this is telling me, and this is on both sides, somebody has to learn to forgive. Somebody has to learn how to say they're sorry. Both sides need to take accountability on what did not transpire. So this is an opportunity. If someone comes back around, don't be so quick to judge. Let them prove their actions and their words, right? Because I got a feeling this is a repetitive past life kind of connection. It seems like every lifetime, it's for whatever reason, there's toxicity, there's fear. So until you get on the other side of that. But I'm hearing again, reiterating what I've already heard, is if you've done the work, if you've done the inner work, don't wait for perfection. Some lessons you have to refine and tune in a relationship to learn it fully, right? Think of it as therapy on working on your shadow self, and practice is actually being out in the world and practicing it. And it's not only just love relationships, it's family. It's how you treat your kids, yourself, your people every day you come in contact with. Do you make eye contact? Do you say hello? Do you receive kindness back? Do you allow yourself that? Just food for thought. So let's see what cosmic oracle message that Spirit wants to end on for this week. We have Galactic Grandmother. I'm hearing connect to the ancestors. Maybe you want to make an offering out in nature, build a little shrine. Maybe you want to offer to Mother Gaia. Just appreciating gratitude for the day, for what you have. Gratitude and appreciate is wonderful work. Declutters your energy, brings you back into center with Source. And Mother Earth provides all. It could be, someone in your family that's passed that was near and dear on the lineage, and you can seek, maybe choose their favorite flower. Maybe they had a favorite perfume or dessert, or honor them today in some kind of fashion is what I'm hearing. And that's what I got for you. Anyway, this is Natalie, and stay grounded, stay electric, and I'll see you next time under the Starlight Skies. Bye.